Another acronym that I wanted to share with you is STAMP. Now, this is a more involved one. So as an acronym, there are 5 S's, 5 T's, 5 A's, 5 M's, 5 P's. So it becomes quite a rich acronym, but one that I have used many, many times. Many of my clients have used this as well. And here it is. The S is about setup, stride forward, stay found, shine light, share wisdom. Each one of those is like, if you want a major action, a step, a way to remember, oh, right, okay, I've got to set up whatever I'm working with. I've got to be able to stride forward, in other words, get into action, know what I'm doing. Stay found so I don't get lost in all of it, going down rabbit holes. Then what I need to do is shine light, make sure that the light is in the correct place, and share the wisdom that I have. Really dig into it. So that's the S. The T is for tips, tools, techniques, technologies, transition. And it's just a reminder am I wanting to share just tips? Do I want to do tips and tools? Tips, tools, and techniques? Tips, tools, techniques, and the technologies that go with it? And is the tips, tools, techniques, technologies, and transition that could take place? So it's just sort of oh, right, I've got to remember these T's. The A's are about attention, acknowledgement, advancement, amplification, and accentuation. This one can really get you going and have some fun with it. So, what is it that I'm paying attention to? What is it I'm going to acknowledge out of all of that is important? How am I going to advance it? Maybe I'm going to amplify it, or I'm going to accentuate some aspect of it. The next one is M, for map, manage, measure, monitor, model. Okay, so I've got to create a map for it all. And when I've got the map, then I've got to know what it is I need to manage. All the steps that go with that. And then what I have to do is go, okay, what do I have to measure along this pathway? And then, how am I going to keep monitoring that so I keep it going? And does this serve a model that could become a template or something? The P is for products, practices, projects, programs, platform. Now what I'm getting at here is this a product, something tangible? A practice like a service that I'm offering? Is this a project that has very specific timelines? Program is a little more expansive, maybe made up of a bunch of projects. Platform, woohoo, bringing it all together. And so, those are the 5 aspects of each letter of STAMP. And as I say, it's a really great marker to use because it just reminds you. So again, what you could do, you could ask yourself, okay, am I in setup? If I'm in setup, what am I setting up? Oh, I'm setting up a technique. And that technique I'm using to accentuate something in what I want to share. And that says, okay, I need to make sure I've set up my measures to see that that accentuation is taking place. But I'm doing it really from a practices point of view because I'm going to use mentoring. So you can see how you could sort of bring those all together. Now, I'm actually going to add a section here to be able to bring it to the foreground for you. It's what I call the sliders approach. And it's a way in which to, based on what I just shared, that one example, how you can create umpteen of these from a stamp point of view related to something that you want to create, something you want to deal with, something that you want to write, whatever way you may want to look at it. And so I've returned to my office, and I'll pick up the walk a little bit later. But I wanted to give you a working example, maybe actually a couple here, but it's based on one main idea. So these are the STAMPs. They are built vertically. And what we're going to do is place a marker here with the green triangle. So this is the steady marker. It does not move, so that when you move each of the columns up or down, what you will do is use the marker as the place where you will read across. So I'll give you an example. Let's say I was doing nature writing for publishing an online platform. And what I've done is I've moved it so I have set up, techniques, advance, manage, and platforms. Now, there could be all different kinds of arrangements here. I'm just using this as one example for this intention that I have. And so if I was to move left to right, so let's take this working example: setup, techniques, advance, manage, platforms, nature writing for publishing on an online platform. Go over to AI, whichever you appreciate or whichever one you prefer to work with. Use a prompt like this. I'm not saying that this is the bee's knees. You can improve focus and strengthen this however it is that you want. I'm just using it as an illustration. With or without reference to our work together, because some AIs take from memory, create a 21-step checklist to ensure I set up techniques to support the advancement of my nature writing as I manage its uploading to an online writing platform. Very specific. When I went over to one of the AI platforms, I put that prompt in. I did it without, and it gave me a 21-step checklist, which I thought was great. Here's just phase one. There was actually 5 phases. I just wanted to show you what it is that I got back. I'm not saying I would use it as is because there's editing, but I just wanted to use it as an example. Now here is an interesting take. What would happen if you went platforms to manage, to advance, to techniques, to setup? What platforms can I access to manage my nature writing so that I can advance my publishing? What techniques would help me do that? And what's the best way to set that up? That's another approach, giving you some more insights into the whole story of what you're looking at. So with that example, I just wanted to give you something to take a look at. Now, questions down below you can ask, I'll help out. If there's a deeper resonance here and you want to get involved with it, you can always book a 90-minute legacy mapping, legacy conversation with me, depending on which way you want to go with it, and I will certainly help you out. So let's return back to the walking part of the video. I just wanted to remind you that in the post aspect of YouTube, up on the navigation bar, you can see where it says posts, community posts, where it's sort of like making announcements. You will notice that I'll be putting up some tools and techniques that I've created that you can access for free. So keep a lookout for those. And the other thing is, always make sure that you take a walk before the thunderstorm arrives. Or else you don't have to get wet, because I forgot to bring my umbrella anyway. And I'm sure Georgia here would appreciate, oh, it's time to head home. I don't kind of like that language of the thunderstruck. And for Georgia, for example, she's quite happy. Hey, let's go home. I don't like the looks of that. And there's some rumblings in there. And so, again, comments are appreciated. That way we can learn together. And always and in all ways, take care.